Hello everyone, I am Annabelle Karat-Nouri, the founder and author of the Urvalues Life Guide, your universal life guide towards peace and happiness. Come and find here meaning, enthusiasm, peace, stability, inspiration, motivation, courage throughout all these ideas and stories. Today we will view together the key elements of my story, why and how it happened, how it felt before, during, and after, and the solutions I found to get better, to help you understand also to find your way so you can relate and find the path towards happiness. So first of all, the first event in my life was a home mental and physical violence. So it happened, it was physical and mental. I was feeling quite useless, and I had this sort of manipulation. At the same time, I know my parents love me. I know my family loves me. I had a lot of admiration. She is the best in front of people. But then going back home, it wasn't the same. For each mistake I made, it was pointed out, and it was really making me feel scared to go back home every day, also with physical violence. Now, it's no one's fault. Today, everything is totally fine. I'm at peace with everybody, which is beautiful. These reactions, you have to understand, is simply because someone does not know how to do it in another way. The person did not understand and know how to express love and how to educate, because this person had been educated in the same way. So this, when you understand that, it helps you make peace, accept, and forgive, because you know it's no one's fault. There is no bad intention at the start. So you have to know also that a child before the age of 7, as mentioned in the book, is like a sponge, a blank sheet of paper. And so everything you tell them is a true fact. They are incapable of having anything into perspective. So each time you tell a child at that age, you are shit, you're a crap, they actually believe it. And it becomes their identity, because they are not built yet. They cannot say to themselves, oh, no, this person is saying that they're not right. I know who I am. I have self-confidence. No, because in fact, you are not built yet. And so you build yourself with everything that surrounds you. So after such events, generally in today's world, in present moment, you're going to feel in survival mode, constantly hyper-vigilant, hyper-scared that someone is going to criticize you, blame you, or hit you. And you believe everybody is like this. So this makes you having a lot of symptoms of being super scared, and you want to be a people pleaser, because you have been told that to be loved, you have to be perfect, and it was never enough. But it's not true. You don't need to be perfect to be loved. And then it can lead also to other disorders that I will mention that came in my life after. What helped me heal was leaving the house and surrounding myself with people who did me good, who valued me, who I felt great with these people. I felt like I was a queen. Go there and go towards people who inspire you. You want to be a great engineer, hang out with kind, great engineers, and get inspired. Meditation and sophrology, which is breathing exercise, is great to calm all the anxiety you have within. Get it out and relax. Relax all your body and tell your body it's okay. You don't need to be in hypervigilance anymore. And finding my own meaning also was very important, because once you're healed after the 3 first values of your values: acceptance, consciousness, acceptance, and then forgiveness, you can start finding your meaning. You are reset, so now you can find your way. You know who you are, not the traumatized you, but the you pure self that is healed. You know who you are, because when you're traumatized, you tend to go towards things to compensate. Whereas when you are healed, you don't go towards things to compensate, you go towards things you like. So this is why it's important to heal. And focusing this project and putting all of this energy to prove that I was capable, no matter what people told me, I am capable. Direct your energy to develop your beautiful self and not to diminish yourself. So having my own stability that way gave me self-confidence. Doing yoga, seeing healers, releasing all the pressures that is stuck in your throat and hips generally. You can start shaking, having a little bit pain, and then it goes all out crying, and it feels really great. And speaking about it, seek help, please. If you cannot get out of the place, speak to people around you. Speak. Don't be afraid to do so. So then after that came eating disorders. Bulimia mainly. So I realized the cause. So I was like eating a lot. What happened is that at swimming, they told me I had to lose weight a lot. And it was a shock for me. I had comments of children that I was a bit fat. I was not fat. I was limit, but I was very muscular. I was a swimmer. And so it really did not help me. Also, I had this affection deficiency, which I needed. So I needed to eat food. So I started to eat food, but then they told me at swimming that I needed to lose weight. So I could not stop eating. So I had to throw up. So I was throwing up 30 times a day. I had to stop swimming. I could not do it anymore. So I was losing weight. And then the trap here is that you feel like everybody's like, wow, you're losing weight. You look great. And then boys come and start being attracted to you. So you feel great. And the fact of throwing up and being skinny becomes associated with good and the rest with bad, which is a false image. And then you have dysmorphia, which you look at yourself in the mirror, you don't see yourself properly. And this is it. And it's very, very, very anxious. And it's a circle and you cannot stop. Eventually, what helped me is rediscover life activities with, first of all, again, meditation. Then rediscover life other than the addiction. To stop having an addiction, you must first understand you're doing this because something is not right in your life. If your life is good, why would you change it? You need to understand that you need to find something else to take the place of your disorder before you stop it. You need to fix what's wrong in your life and automatically your disorder will go away. You need to find something else because if you stop something, then you're going to feel empty. This disorder, you stop it, you're going to feel empty. And the only way you know to fill that gap is going back to your disorder. So you need to find a solution before you get rid of that. Leaving the house obviously helped me a lot when I arrived in Paris, but then I had this pressure as a model. This is why I stopped. I did not stand the fact that we were constantly being told that we were fat. I don't accept that. And surrounding again myself with people who did me good, meditation and sophrology again. And again, finding your own meaning in your project. As I said, this replaced the disorder. And I think about activities that help me a lot, like dancing and painting. Find something to occupy your mind because it's also a job of discipline too. Because you went in a circle of habits of eating all the time. And so you have to occupy your mind. And it's a few months and then even a few weeks. It depends how intense it is. And it's also some hard work. It's not just you find a solution and it goes away alone. You have to fight the urge, the addiction to eat, So this is really, really, really important to build new healthy habits. Occupy your mind by reading, painting, dancing, singing, running outside, finding an activity, doing pottery, I don't know, whatever. Then also, these things also come after. The third thing is social phobia, self-confidence issues. Of course, you have no self-confidence, low self-esteem, you're tired, you're sick, you believe everybody's watching you, and also that I have been quite diminished and like bullied, and also from my family, comments like, you're not good, you'll never do that. So obviously then you do not build high self-confidence. It's not possible. So first of all, saying to myself, but Annabelle, you're a human being like everybody else, okay? Realize that everybody is the same no matter who you are. You go back home in the evening, even the president of whatever country goes back home in the evening, lays on the couch, eats food, and goes to sleep. We're the same. We're no different. So when you think about that like that, say to yourself, well, yeah. And everybody is afraid. Nobody is not afraid. Everybody is afraid. It's just the people who manage to control and overcome this fear have self-confidence. So, so releasing the trauma from what I had in my family and not being afraid of people. This is key. I forced myself to go out and build new habits, like walking out, going to the bakery and asking for a baguette. I could not do that. I could not go out. So do a little bit every day. Maybe you do 100 meters and then you do 200 meters the next day. This is what I did on the main street. I almost fainted. And then I went again and again and again until I managed to sit in a cafe, talk to people, ask for a cafe, go to public places, ask questions, and then I did acting. And acting in Paris helped me tremendously. I started in X. And the best thing ever that happened to me is acting. First time I went on stage, I could not get out one word. I was shaking. Second time I could speak words. And I was with a good team. They were clapping for me. They were like, it's good, you can do it. And slowly now, I'm capable of doing huge speeches in front of people and being totally cool about it, like I'm in my room. And this is the best thing. So I recommend acting or forcing yourself. But it's hard, I know, but you can. Again, building and focusing on your meaning and not focusing on what people think. When you have something built, you have something in you, so therefore you have self-confidence. You don't have self-confidence when you're not sure about you, you don't know what you have. When you have built something strong, you are stable. You build your life values, your discipline, your health, eat well. It's the pole you can hold on for the rest of your life because you're the only person staying with you for the rest of your life. You build the self-confidence and then you respect yourself by having discipline, eating healthy. Therefore, people respect you and you respect people. Fourth is anxiety and depression and suicide attempts. It is only a consequence of all of that. All of these problems generally go together. Don't let your anxiety trick you. You are like an arrow on a bow. Anxiety is sometimes you feel deep down like you're gonna die. I had many panic attacks when I was going to the hospital. It was so bad. And you are like an arrow on a bow. When you feel down, deep down in the dark, you don't know where you are, look again, you might be the light. If you see no light, you are the light. You are the light, look within you, and remember, every arrow to go far, far away, the further you pull it back, the further forward it will go. This is key. Remember, you go backwards is because life is preparing good to you. You have the light within you, no matter what. If there's light or not outside, you have light in you. Depression is when your life is not good enough and you're unhappy. Depression is the lack of secretion of happiness hormones. Therefore, you take depression pills, antidepressants that replace those hormones, which is not really good. So you need to find a way to have the secretion of these hormones. And make your life, there's something wrong in your life. It's just your body telling you, I need a deep rest. Depression, deep rest. I need a deep rest. Life is not good now. I'm not happy. I need something good. And try and find it in the simple things. Capacity of wonder. Try and look at the sky, the birds in the sky with music. Go on the market, see the colors of the fruits. Watch people walk by, see the sun rays on your skin, sun-kissed skin. Try and find it in the small things. Go for a walk. I hated those things when I was depressed. You don't want to do it. And I was pretending. One thing that worked is I was pretending. I was like, oh my God, birds. I was over enthusiastic trying to do it at the extreme. And eventually it put me in a good mood. And eventually I started liking it after a week or two or months. And try and view colors. Force yourself. You have to have this discipline. I know it's hard. It's super uncomfortable. It's horrible. Be ultra amazed. Go towards healthy activities. If you don't like it at the moment, don't worry. It's normal. Your body adapts very, very quickly. Rediscover life after addiction. It is even more beautiful than before. When you rediscover life, you're going to see, before you have life, happy life, you don't realize it. You're like, okay, it's happy, it's normal. When you're depressed, like, oh, I wish I was happy. I wish I had that. And when you get it back, if you've learned your lesson properly, trust me, you will never, never let it go, and you will cherish it even more and be more grateful. So take this as a good experience of life, telling you life is going to be even better afterwards. I believe that, wait a second. Yeah, you need to be, I got lost, sorry. So depression is when your life is not good enough, of course. And when you're unhappy, you tend to compensate with something else. So generally, many problems go all together, as you can see what happened with me. You have to find out why it is happening, and only then you will be able to find a solution. Find the why. And if there is a problem, there is a solution. If there is no problem, there is no solution. So you have to find out the why. And then obviously, when you have all of these disorders, you need something to compensate. So fifth and last point is alcohol, smoking, and drugs. I started doing that. It made me look cool. I had a group I was part of. It made me stop eating. I was using a lot of cocaine, smoking 2 packs of cigarettes a day, not eating, drinking in the evening. And I was super skinny. I was happy. People were liking me. I found my trashy boyfriend and we were doing that. And then I went to Paris and it happened again. And it was to be part of a group. In that case, I did not have addiction in alcohol or drugs or cigarettes. I stopped it immediately when I found something. It was also for boredom and compensate to not face my problems. So, to do like everybody and basically escape who I really was, I was doing that. But when you build self-confidence, you start not caring about what people think and even start becoming proud and happy to be different. So when I started having that, I stopped having all of that. I was proud to be the healthy one. Again, use this ultra amazed capacity of wonder towards healthy activities and simple things. And even if you don't like it at the moment, the body adapts really quickly, like the other activities I mentioned. And yeah, rediscover life, speaking with people without having drugs. It's difficult, but you can do it. You have been capable of doing it before. Tell this to yourself. This works really. And when you have something you don't realize you have it, then when you lose it, you realize how beautiful it was. And if you learned your lesson properly, When you get it back, you will never lose it again, and treat it like it's pure gold and have respect and gratitude every single day. Try and get this habit of forcing yourself. Get out of your comfort zone. Really, I believe that it's all about habits. As you can see, life values such as respect, gratitude, self-discipline, meaning, acceptance, forgiveness are present in all of these issues. This is core of life. The fact that you listen to this podcast today is already beautiful. This means you're looking for a solution. You have hope. You are working hard. And this is the most difficult part. You did it. Congratulations. It is absolutely possible to heal. You are not doomed. You can, as I did. I didn't believe I could at first. So thank you for listening to this podcast. I hope it helped. I tried to be quite brief, but if you have any questions or confidences, please feel free to email me. I would love to help you. I wish you a beautiful day and see you next week on the Your Values podcast.